rolling, and Ben's ass is in the air.
Well, you're gonna cut that part out.
No, we gotta leave that in now. That's funny.
No, you're cutting it out.
We'll watch it. We'll argue in post.
This
But
is episode 2.
this is episode 2 of
Adam
the
Sucks podcast.
Adam Sucks
That's what we're calling it,
podcast.
right?
Yeah, I think that's the name. Jane said that it's self-indulgent, but you know what? Is it? I don't know. Is it self-indulgent to call it the Adam Sucks podcast? Because
I can suck too.
yeah, it's the Everybody Sucks
Everybody
podcast.
sucks when they're on this podcast.
Yeah, no. If you're on this podcast,
If you're on this podcast, you are shooting yourself in the foot.
yeah, probably
Let it be
don't
known.
be a guest on this podcast. It's probably a terrible idea. And it's funny because we
One of our hosts already came to their senses about this. That's
yeah,
why, in case you noticed.
yeah.
Masculine presence.
Boys episode this week.
Boys episode.
Jane is missing in action. No, she's doing well. She's great. She'll be back. It's nothing for you to worry about, But we're just doing a boys episode this week, and yeah. So I guess I start things off. I want to apologize for not. Ben, don't do that near the camp. No, I'm kidding. Okay, we're just doing some real ASMR in here.
The sound goes away when I get close. That's a shame.
I could
say your piece. I interrupted you with my fucking bullshit.
I still heard it in my headphones. So, I have not. Now I don't want to discourage you to drink water on the podcast because that seems rude. But all right, anyway, moving. I'll keep going with what I was saying.
You're losing your thought.
I haven't uploaded in a couple weeks, and I just want to apologize for not uploading in a couple weeks, and I am going to try to get back into it. Things have been weird in my life recently, and this and that have been happening, and I'll probably dive into it more in another video when I have my thoughts more collected on what my situation is right now. But we're on a podcast.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah. I really have
on the back burners.
I know, and I really have been
reasons.
busy, and okay, we're good now. Anyway, we'll cut that. But yeah, YouTube has been on the back burners, and I just don't part of it is not knowing what to upload. I don't know. There feels like a lot of factors at play. So
episode 2 is dropping mainly because I think at least I had to text you, be like, when are we doing this again?
Yeah.
So I was waiting for that.
Literally, because we were going to do this weekly.
For the invitation, man.
Yeah, we were going to do this weekly, and we are hoping to do this weekly. But because this podcast is supposed to be a little experiment, I don't know who knows that, but we are experimenting over here on Lesh, and this podcast is part of that. So, but yeah, I just have not known what to upload. I don't know. I've just been kind of in a dry spell recently, and hopefully that will fix itself pretty soon. But things have been busy, and really because I was this is the big thing, is I was working a job. The job's for the school. Now it's summer, and I need a job. So it's all hands on deck finding a job. And so, I don't really have time to be doing this right now, or it's not that I don't have time to be doing it right now, because obviously I have time to do it. I don't have a job, but I don't have the time to think about this right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to upload shitty videos. So we're gonna keep the podcast going. We do. Oh yeah, we said no guest, but there is a guest coming on. He will be anonymous. Hopefully he'll be the fourth host, actually, but he will be anonymous, and he'll be a guest to you on his first episode. But he's going to be around, hopefully, for the long haul. He wants to do the podcast. He just doesn't want to be associated with the podcast, which is fair. Because I'm the one who has to put my name on all these and upload them. But he's gonna really hopefully take this podcast to different directions, new heights.
You're setting him up for Titanic, just expectations here.
I really am.
I would have shut up after just saying we're gonna have a guest. This is way too much information.
So, okay, we're back before we were so rudely damn interrupted.
Did that say it, by the way?
Yeah, it saves, it pauses, it better pauses to save. Otherwise, this is a new podcast, and everything that was in the old podcast is just out the window. This is starting fresh. The Boys episode 2.
Adam didn't delete his disk space before starting it. We ran out of juice.
We ran. Yeah, it
so
just we were so to speak. Yeah, we were recording, and then it said that the computer said that we weren't recording anymore, and it was news to us. So, but we're back now. And what were we talking about before? I think
we were just getting started. Just recap in case that footage is gone. Episode 2. Welcome back.
Boys episode.
At Boys episode, our third host Jane, she came to her senses, decided this is.
Not for her.
This is a slippery slope, just bad things.
Yep. She got fired from work. I'm not going to lie. She got fired. This is what happened.
But it was her decision.
She lost her job. It was her decision to be on the podcast. It was her decision
to get fired by us.
Well, no, I meant she got fired. She was the regional manager at her position at her job fired her after seeing the podcast.
Really?
No. No. She doesn't have a job. She just got a job. I'm not going to say where. That's up to her to talk about. But she just got a job like last week. And this podcast...
Leave a comment predicting which one of us gets fired from our jobs next.
Who's going to get fired from their job first? Jane was let go off this podcast after her horrible... No, I'm kidding. She did great last time, man. She's not let go from this podcast. She's just not here for this episode. Left out of the episode. We banished from the episode. No, I'm kidding. She's just not here. She's just not here today. And it's a Boys episode.
Yeah. So, you haven't made a video in a while, but I figured good idea for right now is, since we have this little block of time, play catch up. What's been interesting to you? If you were able to make videos during this tumultuous time, what sort of topics are we gonna?
Okay.
We have gone into these past 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's 2 bloody weeks.
I'm thinking about. I'm wondering, because I also noticed that it's been on this board behind us because we have a little idea board that actually it's gonna be. If you see a short film that we release at some point, you'll see our idea board. And we should actually make a new idea board soon.
Yeah, just like we should erase that one, just revamp it totally.
Yeah, we should.
I feel like both of our paths have and all changed
things have been different. But the Math in Hollywood,
gotta bring it into the new era.
Yeah, Math in Hollywood with Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan. I think it might not be a bad time to I think enough time's passed at this point where it might be a good retrospective.
Remember this?
Mm-hmm.
That sort of thing.
Kinda. And see how everybody thought this guy was such hot shit for 5 minutes, and then do you see how that didn't you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't fucking Eric Weinstein going on the podcast that took him down. It was just this shit doesn't make sense. So I've been thinking about that.
I like the math iceberg. I want to see part 2.
I have. One sec. I have to bite my lip. Sorry. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll give you a
moment. There was a piece of dead skin, folks. I'm sorry. It was bothering me, and I couldn't focus. I could barely focus on the whole Math in Hollywood, because I like the math and videos, because
yeah, those are great.
But so where was I?
The Math Iceberg Part 2.
Math Iceberg Part 2. I have 2.1 recorded. 2.1 is recorded. But it's only 20 minutes. So, and I have to go it's got to be an hour. You know what I mean? So, I got to go more on that. And then I'm also thinking with the Math Iceberg that it should be more. The episode should be more about time than. What do you think about this? More record for time than record for let's complete this layer.
Well, how long does it take to complete a layer?
As it goes on, because the elementary layer was pretty easy to You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
you know what counting is. Okay, we all know what multiplication is. But, like, it does take longer to explain these things as they go on. So, like, I might have to have, like, because, like,
I think it is wise to like split like the longer ones into parts. Yeah.
yeah. So, but I don't know if I should go based on time or by difficult, just like,
My sweet spot probably would be just around like hover somewhere around 40-45 minutes.
yeah, you think, okay. Okay, so Math Iceberg 2.2, Math Iceberg 2 is half recorded and 0% edited. And then I want to do A Night in Town at some point. Like, my video called A Night in Town, has been, like, it's been minimized in Sony Vegas for, like, weeks now. You know what I mean? Just so, like, when I'm ready to edit something, I can just open it and edit it, but I haven't fucking touched it.
And what the heck is A Night in Town?
I can't tell you because then the audience wouldn't. No, yeah, I muted it. I muted it to tell you what it was, but you heard me.
I heard you.
Yeah. So A Night in Town, it's coming soon, but yeah, it's like
Hell yeah.
that's gonna be a good video, and Jane said that video she was gonna hate it because it was just me trying to pick up other bitches, and like watching the footage back, like. She's not fully correct, but she's like half right.
Is that so? Were you trying to?
Like, well, most of who we talk to
Well, now
are
you're
other
talking
girls.
about the video, also.
Well, they're gonna see the video and be like, "Oh yeah, this is the video," but like they can't know the part that I paused for. That's the whole thing. That's the whole surprise of the video. You know.
I guess. Sure.
So, see, he's slow. He's not the fastest to the draw sometimes.
I just don't understand why you're talking about the video so much and still trying to be secret about certain things.
Like, well, there's like no, it's not certain things. It's like literally there's like one thing that like is like an Easter egg that like.
I'm gonna drink on your audio real quick.
All right, drink on the audio. Fucking Ben likes ASMR. That's one of the things about.
I hate ASMR. I can't watch that shit.
Have you ever watched an ASMR video?
No.
Yeah, no, same.
So gross.
I've literally never, dude. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know, because I don't care about like sound quality that much. I'm just not like, if it's like a movie or something and like it's noticeably shitty, I'll notice it. But like when I'm watching footage or like I don't know, content, whatever the fuck, like. I'm not like sound quality is not my fuck. It's I gotta plug this in. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, all right.
Gosh, sound quality is like not my main focus ever, or nor do like I rarely think about. I only think about sound quality if it is bad. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, of course. That's like the normal.
That's normal, right? So
it's like with like a movie, people can excuse almost like everything else being shitty, like acting or like the story, cinematography. It's like whatever. If the sound quality is bad, like that's when people like click it off immediately.
That's a good point, because like if you don't, what the fuck what were you doing if you didn't? Because bad acting, it's like that could be anybody's fault. You know what I mean? Like we don't know. Is that the director's fault? Is it the actor's fault? Is it the?
I mostly say it's the director's fault because, like, if the director can't like immerse an actor well enough, then that's because like there's certain actors I feel like sometimes they give good performances, but other times they suck, and like some they're like inconsistent, And I think at that point it's just like, oh, the director stinks.
You've been in film school. What do you think? Why is it that sound quality is so important, and like why is it that it's unexcusable? Do you know?
Well, shit, I don't know. I think it's just like, I think it's the same reason ASMR is so divisive. Is because like because sound is one of the most like sensory things about just like media.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Know. I guess just. It's so precise, and people have like a way more visceral reaction to. I don't know. It's easier to set people off with like sounds than like images.
Yeah,
If that makes sense. Like if like there's not really a way to make like a visual thing like objectively shitty.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
that's true.
Almost everything you do will sort of contribute to a certain mood. With like, either you like shake the camera a whole bunch, or like just like rapid flash like seizure colors. Like I don't know.
Or like it's good to somebody.
People can find that annoying, but at the same time, it's like that's still like.
It could be good to somebody.
Yeah.
But bad sound is bad sound. Okay.
Bad sound's bad sound.
That's okay. Okay. I think we reached the bottom of something there. But
yeah.
Bad sound is bad sound. You know, if it's bad, it's bad.
Audience gets their mind blown.
Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome. Well, these kind of revelations can happen on the Lesh Sucks Adam Sucks podcast. You're not supposed to know who Lesh is. That's not. We don't know. Nobody here knows who Lesh is. I don't believe. No. Yeah. We just work for him. He's a very wealthy man who, I don't know. He's mysterious. We know he makes YouTube videos, but that's about all we know about him.
Me and Adam, we underwent this procedure where like we got our like brains fixed to where every time we go on the podcast and like start recording, it's like that person is separate from like the person that's not in the podcast.
Exactly.
Because like our boss Lesh made us do that.
Yeah, right.
Someone should like make a TV show out of that or something.
I know. Strike that from the record, and start making that a film. All right. Anyway,
that is. That's what Severance is about. A big show that everyone fucking cooms over these days.
Yeah, is that one of those? Because it was Severance and White Lotus were both shows that like it was like, oh, this is like made to make 100 IQ people feel like 120 IQ people.
I don't know.
White Lotus is definitely like, I like White Lotus, but it's definitely like that where like Jane and I will watch White Lotus because we like making predictions about like, no, this is gonna happen. Like he's gonna do the shooting. He's gonna do spoiler for season 3. You know, like. It's like, it's going to be him. It's going to be him. It's going to be him.
Yeah, White Lotus is good. I don't know if it's like a super, I wouldn't call it like a super high IQ show. I mean, it's like, it's clever, but it's like, it's very on the nose at the same time.
I just saw a tweet about that. And I saw a tweet about that and Severance that were like similar.
And Severance, like, I don't know. I watched like 5 episodes of that. It's not for me.
No. What's it about?
It's basically like the joke I made where there's workers who they get their like this weird brain surgery that makes it so their consciousness at their job is like entirely separate from who they are like outside of work.
Interesting.
And like it's an interesting concept, but I don't know. I just 5 episodes in, I wasn't like really connecting with any of the characters,
dude, for like
or whatnot. But people seem to love it
for working and it's fun. For working in finance,
it's a well-made show.
Okay, gotcha. Because I was just thinking, working in finance, like, it would be a real problem if my work life and like real life didn't intersect at all. Because,
that's the thing. Like, there are jobs where it's like impossible, but like the thing that makes it so disturbing in the show is just that like they're working. The jobs that they do, like they don't know what the fuck even is the point of the job. Like,
yeah.
It's literally just. They like the first episode is like they bring on a new hire and explain that they've been severed, and like this is like they're gonna be their entire life now.
Oh,
like,
severed because severance. Oh wow.
Yeah. So like basically their entire life is like when the workday is over, they go into the elevator to leave, and their mind like whoosh, back into their like normal consciousness. So all like the work person is seeing is they just go into the elevator and exit and keep working, exit, keep working, exit. Like they don't even like. They feel the effects of sleep, but they don't like experience it at all. They just only ever experience work forever for their entire life.
Damn.
And like even their job is like to them pointless. Like they're sorting numbers on a computer and like just arbitrarily sorting them based on like vibes pretty much.
Why does anybody
and no one knows why. And
why doesn't anybody
spoil it in the comments if they say why they do this after like episode 5 season 1. I don't really care. I'm not interested in the show.
Why doesn't anybody kill themselves? Because like, do people just not know to kill themselves?
Well, they get stopped because like there's like some they have like overseers who are like not severed, and like the whole mystery of the show is like who's pulling the strings, who are the higher ups, who's Lesh, like our situation. Basically.
Right? No, because we don't. That's a great point because we don't know who Lesh is to bring it full circle. And yeah,
I don't know, when my problem is when you have like such an abstract mystery like that. I at least want like the characters to kind of be interesting in the show, but I don't really care for any of the characters. Sadly,
somebody's got to be like, I know something's wrong. Like,
yeah.
was there that at least?
There is kind of, but it feels like the same shit happens every episode. It's like,
okay,
it gets to a point where like there's one person says something wrong, and then like everyone keeps shooting him down, and like I just
I feel like it would have been
maybe I'm like the guy like turning around before he finds the diamonds in the mine shaft or whatever. But like I just feel like not enough is happening to keep me into it.
Because I think that they honestly should have. They honestly probably should have started like episode 1. If I were going to write a show like that, I would want probably episode 1 or 2 to make you realize that somebody has the severing has gone wrong and they're not actually severed. You know what I mean? And they're not there to work all day. They're there to figure out what the fuck's happening. Like,
yeah,
would that not make a better show? Did I just write a good show?
The only people who like are in that case are like the ones that are overseeing them at the job who aren't severed.
Right.
But it's like so boring because it's just like it's like
just
okay,
focused on
they're
the
just
severed.
It's like I don't just really see a power dynamic like shifting here at
Oh,
all. It's just
yeah.
like it's like the characters that aren't severed have like infinite power, and then the ones that are severed, it's like they're not doing anything.
Yeah, yeah.
They're just like going through the motions.
Damn.
Which I guess that's a job.
It's a lot. It's probably a
no,
metaphor
that's
for a
deep.
lot of jobs for a lot of people. Yeah.
But yeah.
Not this job though. This is podcasting is a very serious job. I mean, for very serious individuals only.
Yeah.
Such as ourselves.
You mentioned White Lotus season 3 too. I still got to finish, get my damn way through season 2.
I would say season 2 was, well, hopefully Jane doesn't watch this, but Sydney Sweeney was in season 1, which made it fun. I'm kidding. No,
season 2 got already
all right.
You know who I'm talking about.
The Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, he tried. He really, that was good. I might play that back twice depending on how hard I watch
I like Aubrey Plaza.
He tried and he couldn't say it.
I'll get her name right next podcast. I give up. I give up this. I'm not going to say it anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point. Aubrey Plaza is in season 2. And
season 3's got Amy Lou Wood. I think she's
dude,
pretty.
I didn't think the girls in season 3 of White Lotus were that pretty. I don't know.
Oh man, I like Amy Lou Wood, and I get sad because people like fucking make fun of her teeth. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I couldn't. I didn't like the teeth. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, you're cute. You don't like her? I think she's so cute.
She's like all right. Like, I don't know. She was growing on me as the season passed. But no, I was gonna say White Lotus season 2 was probably my favorite season. I don't know. Season 1 was good. Like the way season 2 ends though is it's I don't know. I like the ending of season 2. So and then you do kind of have to, because White Lotus is like each season is its separate thing.
Yeah.
But once you get to season 3, you realize that they're not. Like,
what also sucks that I read about White Lotus is that the fucking composer quit for like season 3 or something, or he quit now.
Oh, really?
Because he has like creative differences with Mike White. Yeah, and that sucks because like he's like his music is so great.
Have we talked about?
Shout out to Cristobal Tapia de Veer.
Did we? I forget.
Makes amazing music.
Talked about this already, and if we have, we can stop. But have we talked about Euphoria season 3?
Not on the podcast, but certainly
we talked. Okay, we
certainly talked about it.
We've talked about it, right? Yeah, no, I knew we didn't talk about it on the podcast, but if we talked about it off the podcast, then like I don't really care to.
I could like shove the entire rest of this runtime through with just like ranting about Euphoria and like The Idol and like just.
Tell me more about The Idol because because Jane was like, "Oh, don't tell him about The Idol. Don't tell him about The Idol. He's gonna just." Because she's just so scared of me looking at another girl. All
right, Jane. Skip to this timestamp on the screen.
Yeah.
So talk about The Idol. I don't want to stir too many pots here, but So the whole thing with The Idol.
Is it it's made by who? Is it made by the same guy?
It's made by Sam Levinson.
Okay, right.
It's like a collab between him and The Weeknd. Fucking.
The Weeknd.
What's his government name again?
Abel
Tesfaye. That's it. I probably mispronounced it, but whatever. Yeah, it's like so. It's because he wanted to basically like make a show where he was like this cool like. Sorry, I'm getting my thoughts are racing on this shit. So. I was kind of run through what I remember about The Idol because it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But like it starts out and you follow Lily Rose Depp from Nosferatu, and she's like this pop star. And like she's just enraptured in this whole thing where I guess a scandalous photo of her leaked, and she's just trying to shoot a music video. And meanwhile, the first episode is behind the scenes. We see all her like her managers and producers and stuff just like over and over. They won't shut up and just but like, oh, she has cum on her face in the photo. What are we gonna do? There's cum. Oh my god, there's like they just keep on talking about it. It's so like, and like they're just, I don't know. The show, I think it's like trying way too hard to like show like how like ruthless Hollywood is, because you just have people being like, no, it's sexy. We gotta push it. We gotta make sure everyone sees the photo. And like they're just trying to exploit the crap out of her. You know what I mean? And then.
Oh my god.
At some point, The Weeknd comes in as like an actor, and
it's like I just like the idea of like, what's the record for the amount of times we can say "cum" in a TV show episode? Let's see if we can. Maybe
they set that. I don't know. But
yeah, go on. So The Weeknd comes in as an actor.
He's like, yeah, he's an actor. He's pretty much like this like club promoter, I think.
Okay.
And like his whole thing is they start talking like a love blossoms as it does and these sort of things.
As it does.
And like he's helping her out of her creative slump that she's in after I think like her mom dies or something. And
okay. So nothing to do with the cum in the face.
No, not really. No, that's just like that happened like before, and now we're on to this.
Okay.
And they just wanted to have like a girl have that happen to her, I guess, in the show. And then so like and like The Weeknd comes on, he has this like presence as if he's trying to like be like, oh yeah, I'm such like a sexy guy. I'm like such a hunk. And,
is he mysterious?
He's just gross. He's like
okay.
Maybe
right.
I don't know if I think The Weeknd's like disgusting or like I'm not a fan of his music or whatever. And I think he's just a skeevy guy, but like
skeevy's a good word.
But like he's trying to like portray himself as if he's like just like the shit, I guess. And
right.
Anyway, he starts trying to show her like, I'm going to show you how to unlock your creative potential. And she's like, okay. And like the way they do it is just they like fuck over and over and like do like and they like just they do like BDSM and stuff.
Sick. Oh my god.
And he just like it becomes this thing where he like it's kind of 50 Shades and Grey-esque where he just kind of like takes over her life and like is always the one in control or whatever. And and like anyone who resists, he just like punishes. Like Troye Sivan is in the show, and I remember this is one scene where he just gets tased over and over again. And like it's only 5 episodes long. It's really short because I think they realized how like bad it was.
Yeah, how ridiculous this is. Also, I just want to point out, it didn't go over my head that you said 50 Shades and Grey, and that's just not what it's called.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't know if that's what it's called. Yeah, but like
I don't know.
I forget what it's called, but anyway.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, like. Oh my god, the show it's fucking cinema, okay? Like it's so ass, but it's just like my god.
Dude, it sounds
I don't know what they were thinking with that. It's like Sam Levinson got his job on Euphoria by pretty much it's like alleged that he like just stole the style of like this original showrunner that was on it. And then have you heard about this?
No.
So the whole like the iconic like visual style of Euphoria, arguably like its best like attribute to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like it was envisioned by, and I guess I'm just as bad because I can't even remember like the original woman's name, but it was someone who was originally on the show, and then something happened. Sam Levinson took over, and just I don't even know. They just.
Like on the show as in the show?
It's like she received no credit for basically like creating the visual style, basically.
Yeah, because Euphoria does have a unique visual, like the makeup means something, and like the.
It is like one of the most probably the most distinct like unique thing of the show, I think.
Yeah. And
like just to like have her credit completely erased from the show, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, The Idol's really dumb. I didn't enjoy it. The Weeknd is a bad actor. He shouldn't be involved in anything like cinema or TV or writing wise because he's not good at it.
See, because
he's arguably not even good at music. Fight me on that. He's got like two good songs.
What is the merit though, Ben? To did you hate watch it?
I hate watched it, yeah, just because like I don't know, I was because I like Euphoria season 1.
Yeah,
and so I just wanted to be like, wow, how did it get this bad? Like I watched season 2, and I was like, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's very rare. I find it very rare that shows are actually good past their first season. It's considerably rare, like that. There's not some sort of like drop in quality when a show does keep going. That's the good stuff you want to keep watching.
Yeah, interesting.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, the show didn't make the cut. It fell off. Maybe season 3 can bring it back, but then The Idol came out and it's like, oh no, this is just like we're going down.
This kind
of
like, sucks. Okay.
Now it's been like 4 years since season 2, and we're trying to continue the show. A bunch of actors have like left. A bunch of them have gotten
who's not coming back?
Barbie Ferreira isn't coming back.
What character is
Rue's entire family isn't coming back. Her mom and her sister.
Oh really?
Barbie Ferreira is Kat.
Oh yeah. No, I knew that Kat had problems with.
And they just like cut her out of the entire second season too, and which sucks. Like she didn't do anything.
Yeah, I know. No, yeah, there was like some. I forget what the drama was there, but there was some drama between.
It's just like she didn't agree with.
They probably wanted her to get naked, and she said no. And
I think she just didn't agree with like how like Levinson was writing her character or whatever. There's creative differences.
Okay.
If that is like getting naked, sure, whatever.
He's probably getting. No,
I don't know. Sydney Sweeney was able to negotiate not getting naked. I know that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But she couldn't start with
Barbie Ferreira is free from Sam Levinson. Good for her.
Yeah.
And she
don't clap too loud into the don't clap into the mic.
Hear that?
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut now around the spiked mic sections. But you did spike the mic.
How's that for audio?
Yeah, how's that for yeah. Quality audio coming to you from the Adam Sex podcast. That's right.
Adam Sex podcast.
Yeah, this is gonna turn into So I didn't tell you, but this is gonna turn into something similar to. Do you know about Plug Talk?
What is that?
That's dude. It's like Adam 22's podcast with his like wife, and they bring out a porn star, and then they do a podcast naked, and then they fuck after. And
really?
Yes.
Why do you know about this?
Because other people, I've just heard other people talk. I've never seen an episode of I'm pretty sure but I think it's only on like OnlyFans or something, but.
Interesting. Good for them.
Yeah, but so that's what so it is the Adam Sachs podcast, and what we're gonna do is start bringing on porn stars, and
which number Adam are you? If he's 22,
dude,
which number would you be,
dude? My birthday is the 22nd.
Oh fuck!
So literally, I would be at Adam 22 used to be before I knew.
You could be Adam like 99.
I could be Adam 99 or Adam 8. Because I like the number 8 or 7 because that's I was born in July. But but no, because like when I was like a child, like 6 years old, that my password for things was Adam 22.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So like. In a different world, I would have been the person going by Adam 22. Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
I know. It's kind of funny.
Adam 22 was he even doing stuff back then? I know, like before you like started like just.
No. It was, that's what I'm saying. It was
his current thing. He
way
was like
before
a skater or something, wasn't he?
He had his dad. His dad opened him a skate shop. Is what happened.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
And then he like started a website for it, and then the website got popular because it was like the .com bubble. But like after the .com bubble,
you could have totally nabbed that bubble. You just like took initiative when you were 6.
I know, totally. The fucking lacking entrepreneurship is what gets you every fucking time. You know, it's tragic. It really is. It's a tragic.
Yeah. It's basically like if you don't have your life together by the time you're like a junior in high school, it's like
No, yeah.
you might as well quit.
No, that's a fact for especially
By
for
that
all
point,
the
it's way too hard to like accomplish anything you want to do.
yeah, and I think
For all
that's
their
something
dreams.
that's really important to bring up for all the kids out there listening to this podcast. Who about to come in the face with the girl on the show.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Well, but no,
Now the remorse is setting in.
no, we have a strong 10 to 12-year-old audience.
I didn't do that. That's what Sam Levinson and The Weeknd did.
Yep, it's
I'm just relaying the message.
and you're just gonna take no responsibility for anything you do, huh? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, but to all the kids out there, I would agree with what Ben is saying here, where if you don't have your shit figured out by maybe, I don't know,
9.
Yeah, I was gonna say 9. I was gonna say
9.
13 at the latest, though. Like by 13, you need
It'll
to have
get way harder, dude.
like a business proposals ready to like. You need to really.
You need to be looking into like drop shipping by 12.
Yeah, no, you should. Drop shipping should be a fundamental skill that you have. If you're 15 and you don't know how to drop ship, I don't know
If
what
all the 10-year-olds out there aren't talking to like Indian men on Fiverr and getting them to like work for like 2 cents a day.
Yeah,
then...
no, they should be. Yeah, you should be like analyzing Excel sheets. You should be like, if these aren't things you can't do. I'm saying by 13, there's nothing in the world for you. Nobody can offer you anything. Nobody cares about you. You're not gonna. You're never. You're never going to amount to fucking anything.
No, the shareholders are going to kick you to the curb. First chance they get.
You won't have shit. If you were only as lucky as to have a shareholder. I have shareholders. And Lesh has shareholders, you know?
He does.
You're one of the shareholders, actually.
Now here's what you can do. Like, you might be thinking, like, if you're having a panic attack right now and you're thinking, like, oh gosh, what have I done? I've wasted my youth just not grinding nonstop.
Not grinding.
There's one way out of this. You need to talk to your parents, have them set up an adam22.com for you.
Yeah.
Or like whatever
website is in the.
Have them pump just like $1 million into getting you like whatever position you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's your plan B. That's your fallback.
Probably get hired for a family office. That's a strategy you could follow. That might work. That could work.
And then, like, who knows? Maybe like 10 years, 20 years down the line, you can have your own OnlyFans plug talk.
Yeah, right.
Thing. Be a real success story.
Otherwise, like, you need to be able to start a biotech firm.
Yeah.
Or.
Yeah, I started my first when I was like 15.
I was about.
We've been running experiments.
Yeah, no, I was 16 when I opened my first media company, and
the laboratory is doing well right now. We're trying to like make Pokemon real.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
They're going to be in the real world.
Because because your lab was the one that gave the information to the other lab to do the woolly mice, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did the woolly mice. We did the dire wolves from Game of Thrones. We made those
right.
real. Yeah, Jurassic Park is a real thing now, by the way. We're gonna be doing Jurassic Park 2. Dinosaurs are gonna come out, but first we want to do Pokemon, so that's going good. We took a bunch of rats, we painted them yellow, we hooked them up to like these like electric coils.
Right.
A lot of them are just dead, but like we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Yeah, because just think about what's gonna happen when those rats come back to life.
You're gonna have Pikachus running around in real life.
Imagine the possibilities.
Imagine the happy face on a kid. He like comes home from like grinding out his stock portfolio as a bright little 10-year-old,
right,
exhausted. Hey,
he's coming home.
At least I can play with my little like real life mouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Pokemon,
just shocking the shit out of him.
Yeah,
the kid's crying. He's looking at his investment account. His overnight futures are down. And then
up comes a little rat.
Yeah,
crawls up.
No,
it's little rat I love. Just shocks the shit out of him.
It's gonna be a beautiful future for the children, is what I think. Like,
we're painting. What a dismal picture we just painted.
I mean, if you're 10, you should have been a portfolio manager for what, 6 years?
I don't want to head to that.
If you're not trading futures at 12, you're done. It's over. I'm telling you.
I think
I started trading futures at 25. Look at my life. I'm on a podcast.
Yeah.
And this because I have nothing better to do. I'm on a podcast. You know what? That's what it
I
gets
didn't even trade futures, and I got to a podcast. So,
yeah.
What does that say?
What does that say?
Anyway, I think all in all, like, I don't know, we're going to a real dark place.
Yeah, we are. We are
kind of like putting up the walls of irony here. I think like let's have a genuine moment here. Is there anything like a genuine as people in their mid 20s? Is there anything?
Yeah.
What is some like genuine like actual life advice we can give to like the youth that isn't like soaked in this like horrible like corporate crap? Because like,
dude,
this might be interesting. What?
Okay, because this is.
What would you tell your younger self?
Well, this is interesting because well, the first thing I would tell my younger self, I got to be honest, is to go back and graduate from U of M instead of Eastern, because I might have because I made the active decision not to go back to U of M, and like my job prospects might just look so much different right now had I gone back to U of M, and so like that's just it just is what it is. But
that much of a difference, huh? You're just like,
I don't know,
the prestige.
Yeah, like I don't know what kind of difference it would make. But, like, I'm at a point where it's, like, I can't help but to think that it would have made a difference, or, like, I could be in a little bit different of a spot. But, so I was at dinner with, so my friend Sam, who I met at U of M, when I was, like, going to U of M, really, really close friend of mine. He was getting a master's in social work when I met him, and he is now a military therapist in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah. And then a couple of years ago I lived in he has a house like by the water tower that I was living there for a few months in between places.
Yeah.
So so he has a house that he rents out to people, and but he was back for U of M graduation because he has younger friends that still go to U of M. And so he came back for graduation, and we were like out to dinner, and he was like, I haven't seen him in 2 years. So he was like, Adam, what's something that you've learned in the past 2 years that you've like applied to change, your life, and like, give me something.
Yeah.
And because this isn't particularly happy, like, but
it's a tough question.
In
to
like
spring on somebody.
It's not like, yeah. And then he's springing on other people too, and other people had good answers.
It's a very question where like, I don't know, that sounds like a question where like that really puts the pressure on to me.
Yeah.
Like you're like expecting like, oh, this person's gonna like is expecting to be like disappointed with me.
Yeah.
Or like they're expecting to like, I don't know. Some of that question just rubs me the wrong way because it's like, all right, or are you just looking for an opportunity to like judge me or whatever?
Yeah, kind of. And he was like,
or just like stand above me or whatnot.
He worries a lot. He's been a mentor to me. He worries a lot about me, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like he's like in his mid 30s. Like he's like probably 36. So it came from a loving place, but it is. I do agree that it's kind of a hostile question.
It's hostile. Yeah, that's.
But then he then turned it to people that he respects more than me, and we're like, well, what about you? What have you learned? And I mean, everybody answered the question, but to me, it's that maybe I've been handed things and like. Hard work is harder than I thought it was, kind of thing. And also, like, hard work or like both can be true at the same time, but like hard work does not determine success, unfortunately.
No, not at all. It's not.
It's
not a meritocracy.
It's not a meritocracy, and
don't fall for them.
Nobody gives a shit how hard you work. Honestly, like. It's way more about
exploiting the hard work.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Literally, yeah. And like doing hard work correctly, and like, but really, and I don't want to say using people, but like leveraging connections in your life, making connections with people, that is going to take you way further than knowing how to fucking like do some math problems or like figure some
it literally
teach yourself something like like you can know everything in the world, but if nobody knows that you know everything, then like it's not going to take you anywhere, like, and that's the truth of it. And like, and somebody else's answer was like, relationships are the most important thing in my life, and like if my relationships aren't good, then my life isn't good. You know what I mean? And like when my relationships are really strong, my life is really good.
This was gonna be my answer too, pretty much.
Yeah, was it? Yeah.
Same like different like route, but pretty much I was gonna be like advice for the kids, like actionable step you can be taking like even when you're like still in grade school and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Is just like don't be afraid of people, and like just talk to people, and just I don't know. It's different. It's different when you are a teenager, because like social like stuff going wrong will be like probably the biggest like most horrible thing to ever happen to you at that point. Most like devastating, at least.
No, totally. But like,
just from like lack of life experience, but just try your best to just talk to people, see what's going on. Everyone's you're not alone in many of the struggles that you think of, and like you can make connections based off of that. And you might find out that not everyone gets along with you, but that's okay, because there will definitely be people who are, if you just keep on trying.
Dude, like,
promise you.
Fun story, like
the thing with like meritocracy not being real, it's all about connections. You can be like, you can like doom and gloom about that, but I mean, at the same time, it just like it's about like helping one another rather than like exploiting one another. I feel like, and that's like that's gonna be a much more like healthy way to think about it, is that like you guys are helping each other out.
It's not what can you do for me, it's what can I do for you. And like really being of service to people. I think it's
very fulfilling.
Yeah, it's super important. And like
I really like being a helpful person in my life personally. I like feeling that I can be there for people. Like I spend like months like driving you around.
I was like, literally gonna say like no, because for months
that provided a sense of purpose.
For months, because my license was suspended, and for months like Ben was my driver. He was my chauffeur. He like, because I was like gonna take the bus, but then I was like, I don't know if I want a monthly bus pass. I don't know if I want a daily bus. I just don't know what makes sense. And like, so I just started asking for rides and like asking for help. And and there's I want to say two things here actually, because I think that there is something important about asking for help, and like it's very important to like use the people, like using your resources, like leaning on the people around you for support. I think it's like important,
Yeah.
But on Ben's end too, like, I mean, because I drive like. Because I go to the store way more than he goes to the store, like, because I buy in smaller, bulk, whatever, and just, like, I don't always know what I feel like eating, so, I don't want to buy a bunch of stuff I'm going to throw away, this and that. So, like, we just have a lot of differences in routine, you know what I mean? And, like, we made them work, and I felt bad the entire time about, like, oh, like, I'm making him do this, I'm making him do that. And Ben did not complain a single time about, like, not one time where you, like, dude... Like, you like, never did you say anything more aggressive than a very passive, like, so have you heard an update about when you're getting your license back? That's all, like, and that was just, like, you're just making conversation, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we got to spend time together.
Yeah, and we got to spend time together, and,
like when you wanted to go to the gym, I went to the gym, too.
Exactly.
That kept
like,
me...
It was, like, mutually
that kept me, like, more diligent on it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm seeing results from the gym, too, after a couple of months now, which is really cool.
Because I think I was going more consistently than you, so I picked up your consistency, and like I don't know,
we had a good thing going.
Yeah, no, we did. It's like we I don't know, we could low key work on scheduling more stuff now to like go to the gym at the same time, and that
definitely, because like I'm already back like going to the gym once a week. It sucks, but
yeah.
Anyway, here we can. I want to say this too. Like, think about it this way, going back to like being like a teenager, but just like group projects. Like I know group projects suck, but like
Oh yeah,
I
because
beg
you've
of
had a
you.
lot of experience with this lately.
I beg of you, just try your best not to be the guy on the group project that's doing anything, or that's doing nothing rather,
Yeah.
and like try to like really push others to actually participate, because you can teach others the value of just like working together on stuff. I just got done working on this short film with this big group of people, and what really blew me away about it, and I got lucky, I guess, but like we had a crew of maybe like at most like 18 people, I think, like participating at once, and I'm so proud of everyone on there, because no matter what happened, like people were like helping each other out. They were enthusiastic about going out of their comfort zone, and like everyone had a great like love of the craft, and like they were really like into whatever they were doing. And mistakes happen, like roadblocks happened during that time, and like people messed up, but then like we just rolled with it, and like everyone just rolled with the punches. They got back up, they kept moving. If someone wasn't able to move past it, like we helped each other out.
Yeah.
Like we helped each other keep it pushing, and it worked out. And I'm proud of what we made, and I'm proud of everyone, because everyone like played a part and it went really well. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Other people.
I guess in conclusion, like meet people, make connections, give it your all. It's all about helping the other person, and that'll take you far.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized I fucking did the JFK quote when I was like, "Don't look at how you can take advantage of people. Look at how you can help them." Like, it's like ask not what you can do, what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. But
that's way more of.
It's kind of based.
It is,
except I'm not that very patriotic. What were you gonna say?
It is, yeah. I think it's a different context when you're talking about this, like on a countrywide scope.
Yeah, no,
and that gets down to like how many. It's like small government versus big government type stuff, but like like government doesn't exist on a people level.
I was gonna say, ask what you can do for your neighbor, folks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Money's not real.
I still owe him $2, but a couple months ago,
the laws barely matter anymore in this day and age.
Our neighbor Michael. Let's loudly gossip about our neighbors in our building. Well, that'd be real.
You can bleep the names or something. I guess it's fine.
Oh right. Oh, that's the right. True.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna
cut back in now.
All right, so got time for one more little topic, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh,
that was a very wholesome segment. I liked it. We really brought it back from that whole dystopia we were building.
Yeah, with the neighbors, the gym. It's nice stuff. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, we could talk about you. Do you have anything to talk about? Because I could talk about you.
You could talk about me?
No, the show You.
Oh, the show You.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like yapped about some shows. Just go ahead.
Okay, so You is a... Dude, it's like a... It's also a hate watch show, but it's become... I don't know. It's like we're watching it. You know what I mean? I don't know why we're watching. It's not particularly good.
A girl once told me I looked like the main guy. That was probably back when I had like a fuller beard and like a better hairline and shit. But
maybe in later seasons, but definitely not in.
I think he has a beard at one point. Like I can see it.
Okay.
Like facial structure.
Because in season 1 at least, definitely not. But.
I didn't know how to take that.
No, he just doesn't have a beard. He just
yeah.
He's just very clean. He's clean shaven in season 1. So, but see, dude, because like it's all about him following this girl, and like he catches 3 bodies, including her her therapist, her best friend, and her boyfriend.
He's just like killing everyone out here?
Yes. He's like murdering them in his basement.
I didn't even know. Oh, okay. I didn't even know the show went that far. I thought it was just like very, just like, I don't know. Interesting.
No, yeah. He like, in that like, dude, because he's like, oh, this girl Peach, she's trying to control your life. So then when he starts stalking Peach after, because they get into a relationship, and then so he doesn't have to stalk her anymore. But by the way, he steals her phone, and then she gets a new phone. But somehow he can still get all of her messages, so she knows like exactly what's happening with her. Yeah. But then, so he starts following Peach, and then he like assaults her in Central Park, and then they're like, because it's just like a ridiculous show, you know, because he like assaults her in Central Park, and then he gets mad because his girl needs attention from Peach because she just is going through something, you know. And then, so they're like, I want to get out of town. I want to go to Greenwich, Connecticut. We have a place up there. Because Peach is a Salinger, like from up JD Salinger. So they're like...
She's like a descendant of JD Salinger?
Yeah, so they're like loaded.
Okay.
And so then he follows her to Greenwich. Because she's like, let's just the two of us get away. And then he also realizes that Peach is in love with her. So then he follows her to Greenwich. Peach tries to make out with her. She doesn't like that. The main girl's name is Beck. Beck doesn't like it. So Beck leaves to go home. And then he gets caught in the house by Peach. But Peach has a gun, and then he steals her gun. And then, like, but Peach has another gun and shoots him. And then he like plays dead and then like tackles her and grabs the gun and shoots Peach and makes it look like a suicide. And like I'm just spoiling a TV show at this point. But it's like,
so when did you
dude, it's like so ridiculous. It's
when during watching did you realize you were just gonna like it was gonna be a hate watch?
First episode.
What was the inciting incident? For like just like being like, okay, this show sucks, but
it was too, things were too convenient. Like for example, in the second episode, he sneaks into her house somehow, and then like she comes home, and he hides in her shower, and then she like turns on the shower, and he's like, I'll have to get in the shower, right? So it's like, so it's supposed to be suspenseful.
She turns the shower on without like getting in.
She's like, yeah, she doesn't open the curtain. She just like turns the knob, and she's like in the sink. She's on her phone.
No one fucking does that.
Yeah, she hasn't gotten in the shower yet. And so, but he's in the shower, like not moving.
That's the most convenient crap ever.
And then she gets a phone call from her friends who are like, hey, come meet us here right now. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll come meet you there right now. And then so she turns the shower off and leaves.
And she never looks.
Leaves the apartment.
Yeah, no, that would piss me off.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Because it's like, you're watching it and you're like, I know he's not going to get caught.
So
but just like, how are they going to write his stupid fucking way out of it? And then, yeah.
Like, that's what bugs me. It's when, like, I don't know, people don't feel like human beings. They just feel like they're doing things in service of, like, the script.
Right,
you know?
Right.
Like, the script needs him to be at her house to learn some information, but we don't want him to be caught being in her house. So,
and we want it to be suspenseful.
So the girl he's stalking has to act like a fucking alien.
Yeah.
And turn the shower on and off without ever looking at the shower.
Yeah, no, literally. No, literally.
Wow. All right. I haven't seen you, but yeah, that's getting a thumbs down for me.
Yeah. So you see, that's the kind of thing that, like, yeah. So it's just, it's a hate watch show, but it's like it's a very enjoyable hate watch show because dude, the guy's like, I don't know what's good, because spoiler alert for this whole last 5 minutes has been one big spoiler alert for you, but like
I don't think I'm ever gonna be interested in this.
But like the end of the season finale, he fucking kills her, and then he takes. No. I'm sorry. It's better than that. He traps her in a basement for a week. She is a writer. That was part of what gave it away. That was part of immediately what gave the show away. Is the poetry was so bad. Like, they did not hire a poet to write the poetry for the show. They're just like, no, we can do it ourselves, and they just can't. But like, but she's supposed to be a writer, and then she traps her in his basement and forces her to write, And he's like, no, I'm trying to tell you, like, once I'm letting you out of this cage, we're gonna be together, and like, everything's gonna be okay. And then she's kind of talking to him like, yeah, it's gonna be, because obviously, what are you gonna, if you lock somebody in a cage, at what point can you trust them to let them out and not say shit?
Well, she's not going to disagree that they're going to be together and it's going to be good because of the implication.
No, exactly. Because she's in a fucking cage. And
Dennis Reynolds.
But, so then he's like, well, I want you to write. And, like, so, like, when she's asleep, he, like, puts a typewriter in there. And is like, write. And then so she writes, and it's, like, the best she's ever written. You know what I mean? And so...
It's just like The Idol.
And so,
holy shit!
And so when he kills her, he takes a compilation of all the shit that she's ever written. He works at a bookstore, by the way, making books, and that's why he has this weird basement, because he makes books in it. And so he makes the book by her and sells it. And it's like a bestseller, and that's the end of the season.
Is that supposed to be like a cathartic thing or something, or like just like that's the end of...
It's a great, it's a great question. I don't know if it's supposed to be cathartic to who.
How did you feel as an audience member, like on that big big reveal of like he took credit for the book, the
eye roll,
bestseller,
eye roll. Just like, because the way he did it absolved him of all of his murders throughout the entire season.
It's like, oh, this is just my fucking writing dungeon.
Yeah. No, because the way he wrote it was like her perspective of what happened to Peach, her perspective of what happened to the first boyfriend, her perspective, and so it just made it look like, nothing could ever be linked back to him. And then, except for the private investigator investigating Peach Salinger's death is still, on him. And that's where it ends.
Interesting.
So, yeah. The show is, it sucks, but... me and Jane are probably going to watch the whole thing, just because it's, I don't know.
Sounds like a fun time.
It's funny.
Yeah. That's something I can't see myself checking out unless I'm in a relationship with someone who wants to watch it.
Yeah, to hate watch something.
I'll just be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, literally.
And then I'll probably I'll probably make them upset because I don't like it, or that because of the preconceived notion that I have now.
Yeah. You're gonna disappoint your future girlfriend with the information I just gave you, but
nothing I ain't used to.
Yeah.
Media can be touchy like that in relationships sometimes.
A bit iffy, if you will.
It's a bit iffy.
It's a bit iffy. Nobody knows the inside joke, but I'm gonna have a video that's gonna explain the inside joke. I don't know when.
In due time.
When the director's cut, there's a short film that Ben made that he was talking about. He foreshadowed.
I was the cinematographer on it. I can't take credit for making it.
He was in he did the film, but him and his people they did the film, and so I will be doing a film review of sorts, and the line "it's a bit iffy" is a Easter egg. So we're foreshadowing on foreshadowing here. It's a very complex operation. All right.
Happy Easter. We just had Easter.
Happy Easter. We did. It was nice. I haven't uploaded since Easter. It's true. So, yeah.
Everyone ate some Easter eggs.
Yeah. Oh, I hope you had an Easter egg. So, but I think that's the podcast. Is there anything else you want to... any sign-off words? No.
Cut back in when we think of something.
Yeah.
This long pause is inexcusable. Adam 22 is a thief. He stole that name from the OG Adam 22.
Thank you.
Let that be known.
Thank you. It's a great point.
This is this is a call-out podcast, and great crime has been committed.
I agree. And don't be a pig.
Don't be a pig. Don't be antisocial. Work together on things with people, like we said.
Do the right thing, folks. Be a
if you, like, genuinely, if you haven't, like, gotten your life figured out by the time you graduate high school, that's okay. You have plenty of time.
Just be a person.
Just be a person.
It's the best. It's the best thing you can do. Just be a person. Okay?
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll be back soon with other content and this content. You're going to see more of the podcast and you're going to see other stuff. So, and there's my bulge. So,
bye bye.